Finally. Anyway, hello there everybody, this is CwapTheNintendin here, and welcome to Platinum Impressions in 2015. Yay! So, something is going to change within Platinum Impressions this year. Basically, I'm establishing a new rule. If I have the ability to record it, I will record it. And by record I mean footage, actual footage, then yes, I can do it. I don't care, Nintendo, if this gives me copyright. What of it, man? Anyway, we're going to be talking about Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. AKA the real version of Super Smash Bros. 4. AKA the greatest Smash Bros. Ever made. AKA that thing we've been hyping since freaking 2013 of summer. Where I couldn't react to Mega Man properly because there were people in the house sleeping. Okay, so, of course, this is Super Smash Bros. 4. Of course, it plays exactly the same as it does on the 3DS. It has the same, online mode capabilities as it does on 3DS. It has some of the same features as it does on 3DS, except, of course, things would be different on the Wii U version. So, what is different about the Wii U version, you may ask? Well, let me start with the big thing, obviously. Well, HD, obviously. And Super Smash Bros. Wii U looks beautiful. I'm just going to go outright and saying that right now. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U looks absolutely amazing. Like, especially in stages like Battlefield and Final Destination, all that, stuff. And, just like the character models themselves look really, really good. Like, seriously. Like, I can understand if people want to go back to, the realistic style that, Melee and Brawl had, and I can understand that, but really, I really like the, art direction they decided to take for this game in terms of, graphics. Like, I think Mr. Sakurai, explained it himself that, characters would be more closer to their actual appearances rather than a realistic style. Of course they have some characters have a Peach or Palutena or Link, anything like that. They have detailed clothing or whatever. Palutena's dress looks really shiny, by the way. And Peach has all these fancy designs and the wedding ring on her finger or something like that. I don't know. Is she married to Mario yet? I can't really tell. Yeah, some characters really sport that detail, and just all the characters look really great in this game. They just look beautiful. They look beautiful. And of course, yeah. In terms of the gameplay, obviously it plays literally exactly the same as the 3DS version. So obviously the gameplay elements are exactly the same. All characters do the same amount of damage as they would in the other version. Except for the fact that I've actually gotten slightly better on the Wii U. I don't know what it is with me and just transitioning from console to freaking, oh wait, it's the other way around. To handheld to console. It's I don't know, maybe playing on a console's better for me, because I am actually slightly better at Palutena than I was on the 3DS version. Well, for a while before I realized, hey, they play exactly the same. Why not just do that on the 3DS version? Yeah, for those of you who wonder, I still occasionally play the 3DS version just to get in some practice. And I actually feel like I'm actually better at, or somewhat better at certain characters since then. Yoshi, again, is really good in this game. He combos really easily and stuff. And I'm actually semi-good at Wario and all of his, gameplay styles and all that stuff. And I've actually gotten really good with Dark Pit, and Dr. Mario too. Yeah, I know. The clone characters that people are mad at I am actually very good with. Well, bar Lucina, because I'm still working on Lucina, to be perfectly frank. And I've actually gotten a bit better with Mega Man too. Like, I literally still rely on the freaking Smash Ball to do all the work for me, but hey, I guess it's a good start, I suppose. Relying on the final smash of Super Fighting Robot is just really something, I guess. But anyway, more to the point, it's the Wii U version of Super Smash Bros., so obviously it's going to have a lot more features than the 3DS version could ever do. Like, this game, well, I'll just go and outright say it right now. This game literally just exceeded my expectations, because all the stuff you have from Super Smash Bros. Brawl is there and accounted for, like the insane amount of trophies, the masterpieces, which are basically virtual console demos, the movies to, the trailers to, like, the different characters, etc., etc., and the classic mode endings, which I heavily approve of. Stage Builder, of course, is back, and of course it's like, they removed, like, the stage parts. Instead, it's all based upon your imagination, which, on the one hand, it's cool, but at the same time, though, it kind of took me a little bit of getting used to in order to make stages. Like, you saw, like, one of them in, like, the Smash Bros. Stream I did. I call it Simple, and I used Engage the Enemy on that. That's just basically, like, a messed up battlefield, but I don't really care. You know, when I was training my amiibo and all that stuff. What else is there? Multi-Man Smash is there, obviously. And, of course, you use the Miis. Of course, the Fighting Mii team is there, and the usual modes are there as well. And, of course, Cruel Smash is, like, the hardest freaking thing ever, because, well, I'll get to that, but just going off on a tangent right there, unlocking the characters this time around, like, unlike the 3DS version, Smash Wii U actually has less unlockable characters. Like, Lucina is still unlockable. Like, characters like Lucina, Rob, Dark Pit, Duck Hunt Dog, they are still unlockables, but yeah. But let me tell you something. Unlocking Duck Hunt Dog was, like, literally the worst thing. Because I literally couldn't, like, KO one single guy in Cool Smash for my life unless I was playing as Shulk and just using Monado Buster. So yeah, unlocking the characters in Smash U was a thing that I will never, ever, 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 ever do ever again, ever. Just never, ever in my life. Okay, so anyway, what's so different about the Wii U version? Well, for one thing, Smash Run isn't on the Wii U version. Instead, there's this Mario Party-esque mode called Smash Tour, which obviously I didn't get footage for. Because, if I'm going to be perfectly frank here, I thought Smash Tour was okay for, like, the most part. I mean, it did well on its job being, like, sort of this party mode game or board game, like, that's, like, Mario Party-esque per se, with some elements of Fortune Street in it, in, like, terms of checkpoints and everything. But I honestly only did it just so that I could get, like, a character or a stage or something. Like, if I had to do it just for a thing, then what's even the point of Smash Tour even being there? But, you know, if I were to play it again, I would, I guess, but it'll probably be at a random point in time, I suppose. But anyway, what other things? Well, Classic Mode is different. This time around, instead of like a choose-your-own-adventure type thing where you're going around on a map, this time, your character is a trophy, and you go over to whatever challenge you want to do, and then you do that challenge, and bam, you're there. Like, literally, bam, you're there. And, of course, the lottery system still works like it does in the 3DS version. Like, you pick a thing, and you go into the match, and then if you win the match, you get the thing. So, there, that's a thing. I can't really say thing. Anyway. But, Master Fortress is different, obviously. Yeah, Master Fortress is an added thing to Smash Brothers for Wii U, just to make the Master Core fight last longer. And, yeah, it's pretty hard, actually. I could really only get use out of it out of Kirby, because Kirby is, like, my main character in, like, every single Smash game, and Kirby really, with that charged up, like, side B, though, could really take care of Master Core, no problem. But when I got the Master Fortress, oh boy, it was Subspace Emissary all up in here. It really made me feel like I was playing a level of the Subspace Emissary. Seriously. And yeah, the enemies hit really hard. And the lava hits really hard. And yeah. But what I didn't get is that, you know, after you beat the Master Fortress, you still had to beat the core. And I was like, what? Why do you have to do that? Why do you have to do that? Like, but obviously I was okay with that. I mean, like, it was the end. It was obviously easy, but yeah, whatever. No skin off my back. But anyway, All-Star is basically different. This time, instead of fighting characters in chronological order by order of their appearance, you did it backwards. Ooh. Yeah, I couldn't really get to it. But anyway. Yeah, aside from all those modes and all that, here's the real kicker, though. 8-player Smash. It's a thing. Which obviously is why my McAfee scan system is freaking intruding on my recording. But anyway, 8-player Smash is a thing, which is why I didn't get footage for it. However, 8-player Smash is just basically pure and utter chaos. Yeah, seriously. And I have evidence for this, by the way. I have evidence. So, literally on my second to last class day, one of my friends brought in a Wii U to the game room at my school. And, yeah, we played 8-player Smash. I was using my 3DS as a controller because you can do that. Yeah, which, by the way, those controller options, though. The Wiimote plus Nunchuck, Classic Controller Pro, or / Classic Controller Pro, Pro Controller, GameCube controller with the GameCube adapter, which is sold out. Good luck in trying to find one nowadays. And using your 3DS as a controller, really neat. I like that. It's pretty cool. But really only downside I can say for the 3DS as a controller is, well, just the fact that you need Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. Yeah. That's the only downside. But anyway, I was using my 3DS as a controller. Plenty of people were using their 3DSs as a controller, and 8-player Smash, like, basically only allows, like, a certain amount of stages, like, stages that are really big, and some, like, Final Destination version stages to be used. Like, Big Battlefield was a thing, because they needed it for 8-player Smash. Palutena's Temple is so big, which is why 8-player Smash was implemented. And let me tell you, Palutena's stage is literally the worst stage. Like, it's not necessarily the stage's fault. Like, I was staying on, like, the upper parts of the stage, while literally this Dark Pit player, though, was camping, and I was getting tired of that thing. I was freaking Shulk, and he was Dark Pit, and he kept running away from me. To be fair, he was kind of joking, but still, what the hell? So yeah, I have basic PTSD at Palutena's Temple because of that. Like, seriously, Palutena's Temple is, like, kinda too big, to be perfectly frank with you, and I don't think it's really suitable for 8-player Smash unless you're doing, like, one-stock, like, matches. But, Gower Plains is pretty cool for it, because it's basically larger than the 3DS version. So it's perfect. So I think it's perfect for 8-player Smash. But yeah, 8-player Smash is, like, pure chaos, but if you're going to go at it from, like, classic mode, please don't. Like, seriously, please don't, because there is a chance you could end up on a small stage like Castle Siege or Battlefield, which why regular Battlefield is a stage for 8-player Smash, I have no idea whatsoever. Why? Just seriously, why? Why is freaking Castle Siege like a stage for 8-player Smash? And why is freaking Pac-Land the side-scrolling stage, which is a really weird stage, yeah, I can appreciate it for being, like, relatively close to how Pac-Land actually is. Despite me never playing it, but why? I mean, why do they have, like, some small stages? I mean, to be fair, you can switch over to Omega stages, and they do make it bigger for, like, the 8-player battles, but still. I mean, just why have small stages to begin with that? But all in all, I can definitely say that 8-player Smash is a really good, like, just a really chaotic and good mode for, like, people to play with. It's too good. It's actually too good. But, aside from that, though, a lot of the new stages in Super Smash Bros. For Wii are actually really good. Like, I love playing on the Kalos Pokemon League stage purely because, like, I like the Kalos League. It's pretty cool. And, of course, they have the friggin' best Star Fox stage in, like, ever, simply because it's not just the Great Fox this time. Like, Orbital Gate Assault is, like, literally the best Star Fox stage ever, because you're literally playing through the events of Star Fox Assault, which, I have to say, heavily underrated Star Fox game. Play it. And you're just going around on the Great Fox to start with an R-Wing, and then you're riding up on the R-Wings while literally they're taking care of the Aperoid attack going on there. It's too cool. All of that is just too cool. And, what else is there? Windy Hill is a pretty good stage, too. I don't get why they couldn't just make a Windy Hill stage on the 3DS version, but yeah, I'll take it, so long as it has freaking something on it. A freaking song that's not from a Sonic game that wasn't released on Nintendo. I'm looking at you, Rooftop Run from Sonic Generations. Aside from that, though, again, Final Destination just really shows off how beautiful it looks. Like, seriously, I would deem that as, like, the freaking... I would say just as good as Brawl's Final Destination background is. Like, seriously, it's too beautiful. It's too beautiful. It's beautiful. But aside from that, though, I really get a kick out of the Jungle Hijinks stage from Donkey Kong Country Returns. Of course, you know, certain stages are back from past games, like Pokemon Stadium 2, good stage. Congo Jungle 64, pretty good. Hyrule Temple, awesome. What else is there? Don't really get why Skyworld's back. I don't really get it, but hey, there's a Final Destination version of it, so hey. So yeah, I really like the selection of the stages that they have going on here, like more focused on like consoles rather than handhelds. Which, by the way, Flat Zone X, literally just Flat Zone 2 with the helmet thing from Melee. Makes that an entirely new stage. Doopy doopy doop. But anyway. You know, aside from that, though, there is, you know, amiibo functionality, which I'll talk about. So, the amiibo... So, like, I got my Kirby amiibo, and I named it Squishy because Squishy will be the greatest fighter of all time. And, yeah, I really do like just the fact of how the amiibo learns from your techniques and stuff. Like, my Kirby amiibo, like, at this point, after recording the footage for it, is at level 38. Or 39, I think. And my Kirby amiibo just like... Okay, I don't know what it is, but I think my Kirby amiibo, like, fluctuates AI. Like, seriously. Like, it just fluctuates AI. Like, while I was playing on the Orbital Gate Assault stage when recording this, or Orbital Gate Assault Omega stage when I was playing this, I was Bowser, and my amiibo was, like, just standing there doing... just like going and dodging all over the place. Like, hey, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? And when I was on the Wii Fit Studio, when I was playing as Toon Link, my amiibo was just freaking murdering me, and I don't know why. I guess it just kind of freaking fluctuates between stages, I guess. But seriously, like, if you get your amiibo to like a really high level, like, seriously, only use it for Omega stages. Seriously. But yeah, I think Amiibo is like a really good way to train up for like a tournament or something. I know I've been using it a lot. Well, of course, evidenced by the fact that my Amiibo is almost at level 50, which is the max level. Of course, beyond that, you can feed it equipment, of course. You can bring it over to other friends, and it'll give you presents and blah, 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 blah. But now I want to know what you really want to hear. What's the online like? Well, aside from having the same, sort of features from the 3DS version, for fun, for glory, blah, blah, blah. The online is actually much, much better than the 3DS version. Like, if I'm going to be perfectly frank here, while for the majority of my online matches on the 3DS version haven't been played with, too much lag, there were a few cases where I had input lag and, like, freaking stuff. Well, maybe it's more so because, like, my literal room, not the place where I record. My literal room is, like, really far away from my wireless router, so it's probably not my fault, it's my room's fault. But when I'm actually, like, in the room where I used to record, like, guest room, the online is actually pretty stable for me on the 3DS version, for the most part. Well, yeah, blah. For the most part, at least. I almost threw up right there in my mouth. And stuff. Oh, man. I just can't get at it. What the heck? But, okay, gotta get to that. oh, God. I can't stop it. Okay, so, the Wii U Online is actually much, much better. It is much more stable than it's ever been before in my life. Like, literally, I was in a call with one of my friends, Sailor, who you may have seen on a few of my streams. He was actually like really, really happy to hear from me that the online was really stable, especially on 1v1s, which was really good, actually. Well, I've been mainly doing like 1v1s on a For Glory mode, to be perfectly frank here. And I can only really like recall like doing for fun like a few times just to be sure that the online from my standpoint was stable. And yeah, from that front too, the online was really stable too. So while it does have its moments of like just pure lag in my case, blame my room, not me. I can definitely say that the online functionality is definitely much more stable than the 3DS version could have ever been. Even though, okay, so I will admit something. Even though I do think that the online is really good for Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, and I did definitely say in my Mario Kart 8 impressions video that Mario Kart 8's online, Stellar Online, was just a sign that the Wii U Smash Brothers will do excellent in online. I still think, well, on a technical level, Mario Kart 8 has the better online because you won't really get to necessarily get any lag, just, the occasional stutter, but, well, in terms of, like, other racers, but hey, what are you gonna do about that? One thing I actually really, really, really like about, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U is, like, something that is causing it to be the greatest feature of all time. Or at least in Smash Brothers. That would be the Special Orders mode. Yeah, the Special Orders mode. It basically comes in two forms, Master Orders and Crazy Orders. Crazy Orders is, in my opinion, the better of the two, because you're basically going on and on and on until you're pressing on and on and on until you fight Crazy Hand at your leisure. However, you can choose to take on as many challenges as possible. It is a very, very fun way to just net you some easy coins for, the trophies at the trophy shop. Easy equipment, easy special moves or something. And yeah, it's so much fun. Like, I've once gotten up to like 16 rounds with Crazy Orders with Mario, I think. It's so good. Like, I can't really remember like a mode that was so much fun before. Like, I can really tell that Sakurai really loves the, high risk, high reward type thing that he's going for. Like, the more rounds you take, the more risk you can take of losing it all. But yeah, I just really love Crazy Order so much. Master Orders, on the other hand, I think it's pretty good. Basically, you spend your coins in order to take on challenges. Like, the top ticket is easy, the middle ticket is normal, and the bottom ticket is, like, really, really hard. Like, I can only remember, like, a few times where I tried to take on, like, something that's, like, very hard or intense mode. Believe it or not. And yeah, those net you prizes too, but in my opinion, it's just not as fun as Crazy Orders. Like, seriously. Crazy Orders is the best thing. Please play it if you have Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, seriously. So yeah, I think Super Smash Bros. For Wii U is a freaking masterpiece of a game. Like literally, it's been my automatic Game of the Year 2014, simply because, well, it plays, because, you know, pretty much just like the 3DS version, it plays between Melee and Brawl, so it's fast enough to be Melee, while at the same time, it's kind of floaty like Brawl, which I don't mind. It has a lot of these awesome features that make it really stand out from any other fighting game. Again, the gameplay is seriously unique. It has a load of stuff to keep you going and going and going. You gotta get them trophies, man. You gotta get them 600 plus trophies, man. And it still has, you know, all the great remixes, which I didn't even mention. By the way, thank you, Xenoblade Chronicles Medley. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't even talk about the remixes, actually. The remixes are awesome. Like, special nods to Cloud Top Cruise remix, Route 10 remix from Pokemon Black and White, Xenoblade Chronicles Medley, obviously, Light Plane vocal remix, which Light Plane vocal remix for the Pilot Wing stage, which is beautiful, by the way, is, like, seriously, like an unexpected gem for me. It's an unexpected gem, and it really makes me want to play, like, Pilot Wings. So, yeah, the remixes, again, are really good. Especially the Mega Man remixes. Like, Shadow Man's remix is so good. And, of course, if you don't like those remixes for whatever stupid reason, then they always have the retro medleys there, so that's good. A lot of them Namco remixes, too, actually. Or Namco songs from Namco games, but hey. So yeah, it has those awesome remixes that you come to know and love, including the Brawl remixes, of course, the Melee mixes, and the original themes, which, yeah, they're cool. They're really cool. Cool. I guess, like, sort of like the downside I can say about, you know, the Wii U Super Smash Bros. Is, well, of course, there's the obvious, you know, 3DS controller issue that I mentioned before, like needing Smash 3DS in order to make functionality with the 3DS as a controller, which is probably my preferred control option, to be perfectly fair. But also there's the tiny little fact, it's not too much, but I feel like it's worth mentioning that, like, you can switch controls around, of course, you know, just like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, you can do that. But here's the thing, though. Unlike Super Smash Bros. Brawl, for whatever reason, you actually need to register your customized controllers under a name. And I feel like that's kind of what? I mean, out of all the right decisions that Sakurai makes, like, he has to make that one minor decision that kind of bothers people. Like, you have to freaking save your customized controls under a name in order to keep those customized controls. Because let me tell you, playing with the gamepad felt kind of awkward at first. Until, like, I customized my controllers. But then again, I kind of forgot. Like, I kind of forgot at some points when I was playing classic mode just to get them trophies of characters. Like, oh crap, I forgot to enter the name. Now I'm gonna have to, like, freaking use the ZR or ZL button to do whatever. To dodge or to shield or whatever. And I don't know, it's just, why would they do that? I don't know. But other than that, though, I can't really think of anything that would be like a major issue for me. Just Super Smash Bros. For Wii U was automatically like Game of the Year in 2014 for me, because like it, like, again, like I said before, has all this great stuff that really makes Smash Brothers stand out as a fighting game. Like, all these activities that you can do, all these movies that you can watch, like, all these trophies you can get, like, learning about Nintendo's past and whatever. It's literally Nintendo's past and present. Just literally that. Just colliding with each other, and it's so good. It's too good. So yeah, that's basically it. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, just get it. Just get it. And again, I'm not going to knock the 3DS version. Get the 3DS version as well. They're both really good games. And I very, very much recommend them. Seriously. Very much recommend them. But that's enough about me. That's enough about me just going off and on about, Smash Brothers being the Holy Land. So, with that being said, I will see you guys on the next episode of Platinum Impressions. I need to get my throat a rest now. See ya later. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized a thing. Mr. Sakurai, I like you, I really do, but why in the name of the Bionis and the Mechonis would you give away one of the biggest spoilers in Xenoblade? Why would you do that? Why don't you just call her 7? I don't get you, Mr. Sakurai. Okay, that's enough. Okay, I'm gonna stop the video before I get too creepy. Okay, bye.